You're listening to QuinnCast, where we have chats about autoerotica and empowerment through desire.
And we take you behind the scenes with the pros shaping the industry.
Settle in. Things are about to get spicy and uncensored.
As always, big love to our sponsor, Betty, of whatbettymade.com.
She makes amazing stickers. And yes, there's a whole QuinnCast collection made just for you.
Cute, chaotic, and dangerously easy to justify buying. Check her out at whatbettymade.com. Hello, Kazza.
Hello, Smudgy. How are you?
I'm very well. It's just two voices today.
I know Jules isn't feeling well, so you're stuck with me.
Oh, well, you know, there's been worse things in life. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I'm sure there has been. Oh, poor Jules.
Real
Get
nice.
well soon, Jules.
Get well, Jules. We miss you.
I hope you're putting those lips to good use. Being poorly.
On chicken soup or whatever it is.
Oh, God. Chicken soup and Lucozade, that's what we used to get given as kids. And I'm fairly positive they weren't that healthy.
Yeah. I always forget what Lucozade is because I've heard that before. Is
It's
that
like an energy drink. Yeah, it's like
Oh.
a isotonic. It's got electrolytes in it and yeah, it's not great.
It doesn't sound like it's good for health.
No, I had some sort of stomach bug once and my parents gave it to me and it made me even sicker. And when the doctor said, what did you give it? Lucozade. That's probably wasn't the best thing to do. It's fizzy for a start.
Yeah.
Probably not good for a stomach. But yes, and then the chicken soup's cream of chicken. So it was full of cream. So you got a bad stomach. Having cream or milk is not a good idea, is it?
Yeah, we do chicken noodle soup over here, so it's a light, thin broth.
Oh yes, no, ours
cream.
isn't broth. It's cream. It's stodgy. You can literally stick your spoon in it and it doesn't move.
Okay, that's disgusting. Jules, don't take that advice.
Yeah, don't have any of that. I hope you're having some very thin broth. So it's just me and you for our main June episode.
I know. Happy Pride.
Oh my God, happy Pride.
Yes, It is Pride Month.
And we are very proud
that
it's Happy Pride Month.
Yes, we're proud of Pride Month.
We are. And do you do anything for Pride Month?
What do I do? You know, back in the day when I was a youngin', I did go to Pride events. So the parade, the parties, I lived near Boston, and so we went to Boston Pride, and it was always like a beautiful day out on Boston Common, this beautiful outdoor space, lots of like carts and music and speeches, but it was just super festive. Love is love, like just let everyone fucking live and let live and shut the fuck up.
Exactly. Everybody fuck who they want to fuck or not fuck, whatever they want.
It's interesting that you say that because I'm gonna go on this topic because I just had this conversation with a friend of mine. What's so interesting is when people think about same-sex couples, the first thing they think about is sex instead of just the relationship.
Facts.
Everyone does it. Like, I mean, even when people are advocating, they'll say, you know, it doesn't matter what you choose to do in the bedroom. Why are you only thinking about me having sex?
Yeah.
Why don't you think about me as just being in a relationship like you do, going to work, you know, paying bills, going grocery shopping? That's what we do.
Yeah.
But everybody does it. Everyone. I remember some members of my family many years after I came out said, I don't know why when you first told us, the first thing I thought about was like, was you and Missy having sex? And I thought, you surely don't think about me and my husband having sex. And I'm like, no, I sure don't.
No. Oh
But
my
it's
God.
just, it's how the message is crafted out there. Because the whole like Bible, Leviticus bullshit, it's like, so people just focus on the sex part of it. So yeah, so that's probably my newest pet peeve for this year is when people talk about like same-sex relationships or, you know, whatever, just in terms of the sex, because it's so much more.
So yeah, I kind of feel quite bad that that's the first thing that I thought of. Why do you think that is, though?
Well, yeah, I was going to say, don't feel bad. That's the conditioning of it, right? So part of how the people who want to keep the LGBTQ plus community down makes it focused on sex because they throw around the Bible verses, Leviticus, man shall not lay with another man. So the focus is always, it's not right for same-sex people to be together because the plumbing doesn't fit. It doesn't result in a child. So it just focuses it all on the sex.
Right.
And so, of course, that's the first thing you say because that's what we've all been taught to focus on. And it also dehumanizes the population because it's easier to hate people when you don't think of them as people. You just think of them as these things that are having sex with each other and they shouldn't.
Yeah.
So it's very intentional and strategic.
The state of the world at the moment, this is how I know it's not a choice. This is how I know you are born into your sexuality, because I would never fucking choose a man right now. So it has to be something you're born with. Who would choose a fucking man right now?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well, and just even like having, the only part of choice that comes in to it is choosing to be true to yourself.
Yes. Yeah.
Right? Because it's like like I said to my family, I'm like, why would someone choose to live as part of a persecuted community?
Yeah.
Why would someone choose that? I tried to choose otherwise. But like, again, for me, like I always talk about, people over plumbing for me personally, but I just fell in love with someone who happens to have a vagina.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't go seeking out a woman. She was the first woman I had ever been with. But it's like, I could have chosen, and we tried. We tried for a little bit to like separate and try to go the quote easy route, like let's both go back to dating men. But we weren't as happy because we were in love with each other. And so, we had to, the only choice we had to make was to be true to ourselves, choose to be happy, instead of being unhappy for the comfort and ease of others. But
and to be fair, we've been having these conversations every month since I've known you for 2 years.
Yeah.
This isn't just a Pride Month conversation. This is a conversation that should happen every single month. If you want to have the conversation, all the time conversation.
Yeah, especially with the community that we're in. I mean, how many people, I know I've seen it myself, how many people in these communities are suddenly like, I guess I'm not as straight and narrow as I thought. I might like some other things, and it's the beauty of the AE community, right?
Yeah, no, definitely. And to be honest, and I think a lot of people are finding themselves in these communities because they were looking for something. They were looking for that thing. They were looking for the comfortability, that safety net of saying, this is who I am. And I could count a dozen people right now that now identify as queer because of it.
So many. Yeah. I mean, like you've talked about, it's a community that you go to that you can come out for your kinks, you can come out for your sexuality, you can come out. It's just it's just such a great place.
But yes, happy Pride to all of our Clittersons far and wide. Oh, I nearly rapped then. That was a bit of a poem, wasn't it?
I was like, where's she going with this?
Happy Pride to all the Clittersons far and wide. No, I'm not going to go on anymore.
Happy Pride. So look at us. We're just dove right in, right? If you haven't figured it out yet, Clittersons, this is just a chit-chat session we decided to do this June because we haven't done one of these in a long time. We have topics that we cover, important issues that we discuss, guests that we have on, and it's like, you know what, let's just get on and fucking chat and
do a bit of a ramble. Would you call it a ramble? Is it a ramble?
Yeah, it's a ramble.
Yeah, it's a ramble.
Just not a ramble fap, it's just a ramble.
No, we're on camera. If we weren't on camera, maybe, but we're on camera.
Oh, no.
It's not happening.
Okay.
So what else is the topic in the corner of your brain that you want to talk about, Kazza?
I mean, what I'm hearing everywhere is all about the new Quinn Original with what's his nuts, Sam someone. I don't watch Outlander.
I don't watch it either. Sam looks good in a suede jacket. That's what I'm calling him.
Yeah, Sam Suede, we'll call him.
Sam Suede. Oh, it sounds like a detective.
Right. See, now I have to look it up because people I can't believe you guys don't know.
We're still calling him Sam Suede.
We're going to still call him Sam Suede, but for everyone's purposes, Sam Hewen.
Sam Hewen.
Hewen, if that's how you pronounce it. I don't know.
Is he Scottish? Scottish, isn't he?
He is.
He is. So he'd be Hewen.
Sam Hewen.
or Callum McKay, as his character name is. That's probably easier.
Yeah.
But we're just going to call him Sam.
And
I'm the
this is,
man.
I mean, this is Jules. This is when we need you because you watch a lot
Yeah.
of TV and movies, and we don't. But I am hearing that like even the people who kind of like roll their eyes at the Quinn Originals are very excited for Sam Swade.
Sounds like it's going to go. It's going to run. We're going to run with
It's
that.
gonna
Sam
be
Swade.
it. That's gonna be it.
And
People are very
also,
excited.
for the first time, I've seen creators
Yes.
post videos how excited they are. Where were they when Andrew Scott was asking me to kneel? Where? Jesus.
See, so
God.
that's, I mean, that's kind of the point of these originals, right? Like you were brought to Quinn via Andrew Scott.
I was the lovely Andrew Scott. If you're out there, Andrew, if you are part of the Clitison network, oh God, I'm praying to God. If you're out there, I adore you. Yeah, says the atheist, who's clearly going to hell if there is one. I adore you, and you brought me to Quinn. And so, if there are anybody out there from the Quinn sphere who works at Quinn and is still in contact with Andrew Scott, please let them know that Smudge loves him.
I'm sure they'll be go right to the top of their priority list.
Yeah, Caroline, sort it now.
But this is the first one in a while because, as we've seen, Quinn is putting these out rapid fire, and
Oh God,
a lot of people are like all up in arms about it. Okay, unpopular opinion, so no surprise.
Is it
Here it
though?
comes.
Yeah.
Mine is about to be. I know everyone always like pisses and moans and complains and squawks about the Quinn Originals. I get it. People get annoyed because especially because there's been so many lately, like one right after the other, right after the other. And I know that this is not new information because I've seen some people comment on it. The Quinn Originals are a marketing tool.
Of course they are.
They are to pull in new listeners, just like Andrew Scott pulled you in.
Yes.
So the people who are subscribers to Quinn are like, oh my God, another original, and they suck, and blah, blah, blah. They're not meant for you.
No.
They're not meant for you. They're meant to bring in new subscribers, and they always work. So for that piece of it, I'm going to ask people to just take a seat. Like, if I see one more person complain about the originals, and they're a marketing tool that works, and they're not meant for you, that's why you don't like them. The other piece of the pie that everyone always talks about, and this I can get on board with, is that they promote the originals so much so, and they don't promote their in-house creators.
Agreed. I wholeheartedly agree on that. I think, though, if I'm going to play devil's advocate, the reason a lot of people don't like the originals is because they're bringing new people into the space. They're bringing new people into a space and into these communities that don't want to be that busy. They don't want to have thousands of people in their Discords or their Patreons or etc. because then they become, one tiny fish in a massive great ocean. At the moment, they're in these tight-knit little communities, where they know everybody. It's like living in a village. People who live in a village, I grew up in a village. I lived in a village all of my life and I knew everybody. It took me 3 hours to walk 200 yards to the post office because you know everybody and everybody stops to talk to you.
Yeah.
You know you know who their uncles and their cousins are and what they do for a living and where they buy their bread. Then you move into a massive town or city and you don't know everybody and it's all new and it's like you feel so tiny and so small. And that once close-knit community is now this massive city where nobody knows you or nobody wants to get to know you, or there's all those fears again of being the one in the corner or the wallflower or whatever. And not trusting people. So I think there's an actual fear of the space growing so big that it doesn't feel like a community anymore, and I completely understand that.
Okay. So do you think that some of the outrage on the Quinn Originals isn't truly about them wishing I know some do, but like that the in-house VAs aren't promoted as much as the originals? Do you think it's more that people don't like the numbers pouring in, or both?
Yeah, I'm seeing kind of conversations about both, and I would agree that it's probably about both, but I think that people are more vocal around the non-promotion of the current Quinn VAs rather than being honest and saying that you don't want to see your communities saturated by new people and it becoming a city. But I do also think that Quinn do need to promote their current VAs more. There's a lot of creators now
There's so many. And well, you see, and that this is the other place that I get kind of like stumbly about because coming from a world of book publishing, right? When my books were published by my publisher, the first 6 months or so, they were really good at promoting my books. They did a lot. After that, it was all on me because it was then the next author and then the next author. And that was just part of how it worked. It became my job to market my books. And yes, it can be frustrating, but that's the arrangement. Like, so I think of it from that place, and it might be a little too black and white and like not emotional for people, but the Quinn VAs are not employees of Quinn.
Yeah.
People always talk about how they work for Quinn, they work for Quinn. They are a subcontractor, as people know. So really, technically, like in my world, Quinn is a client of the VAs.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Magic Wave is a client of the VAs. Dipsy, like all of those platforms, these creators choose to partner with, but they're subcontractors. And so I say that because, yes, could Quinn promote their VAs more? Yes. Just like book publishers could promote their authors more. But that's not the business model. That combined with the fact that listeners do so much promotion. We, for Christ's sake, just by having conversations that it's not intended to promote, but it is promoting. There's so much marketing and promotion of VAs out there not done by Magic Wave, Quinn, Dipsy, that it's like we're doing the job for them.
Yeah, why would we need to do it when there's thousands? There's literally thousands of people doing, blind listens.
Yes, posts, Instagram stories.
Etc. So, I agree with you that, and also there's not many creators that I see that promote their own audios on Quinn. There's probably a lot. There's probably but there's probably more that don't.
Yes,
do.
I agree. I think that the newer ones tend to promote more because they see what it's about. It's like, okay, the promotion bit is on the shoulder or on my shoulders, promotion responsibility. And so, I see a lot of you're right, not a lot. I'm trying to see, I see the Miles and the Atlas. I think I saw one for Rena recently. Yeah, you're right. There's probably fewer that do than don't because now there's over 100 creators.
It's incredible how many creators there are. There's so much choice now for what you want. And also there's a lot more different platforms coming up. You had the Gone Wild Audio, Dipsy, Magic Wave, Quinn. But now there's these little pop-ups coming up. You've got all these little arms, things like the Dex Collective and things that are popping up. And there will be more. More will continue to pop up, and there will be more creators. Reddit, there are thousands of creators. There's thousands of choice.
Yes.
So surely it makes sense that if you are a Quinn creator, that you do your best to promote yourself on Quinn through your social media.
Yeah, and I will say, I think it would be, of course, it would be great if my publisher would promote my book still, if Quinn would promote their creators, like the voice actor on voice actor that they did, I thought was great. Hopefully they keep doing that. The Quinn Olympics would be great to bring those back. Let us get to know the creators, but then I also know it's difficult because more and more creators who join are choosing to be anonymous.
Yeah, but there's still things you can do. There's still things you can do and create that would include anonymous creators. There's not.
Go back, do the creator spotlights again. You just don't have to show their face, but you could do audio. It was nice to get to know some of the creators. I know some creators were asked to make spotlights, but then they were never shown.
Yeah.
So it's yes. So I guess it sounds like I'm contradicting myself, but I do believe that they could be better about promoting the VAs, but they are not obligated or required to just from a contractual standpoint. And I know that sounds cold and crass, but
it's business.
It's business. It's business.
I don't know how many subscribers Quinn have got, but when we first started this podcast, I think they were on something like 650,000, if I remember rightly, something like that. So 3/4 of a million or something.
Ember and Ice brought in 200,000 in and of itself.
There you
Whether
go.
people stayed, that's the difference, right? Because they're brought in through the originals, which are not immersive,
Yeah.
and then they're found that the majority of the content here, if it is immersive, I wouldn't be surprised if it starts becoming more and more narrative in addition to it. But yeah, it's so a lot of people come and don't stay. A lot of people stay. So this is what I think Quinn could be doing. If they want to not only attract new subscribers but retain them, then do things like, hey, if you enjoyed Sam Sway's
Sam
oh,
Spade.
Sam Swade. If you enjoyed Sam Swade's original, you might also like these creators,
Yes.
right? Like, do that for your creators so you can then work on retaining your subscribers too.
Yeah, and also with the Quinn Originals, I know there's a lot of talk about diversity and inclusion,
Yeah.
etc. I mean, you have to look at it and say, obviously, apart from Ember and Ice, which was M for M,
Yep.
the last, off the top of my head, 8, 9, maybe 10 Quinn Originals have all been men.
All been men. Yeah. Yeah, I mean they've had some diversity in there. They've had some Black creators, some Italian creators, some
Hispanic,
Asian creators, but yeah, still all men, which I get. I mean, again, it's like this is when I go between like emotional and business standpoint, but Quinn was created as an app for women by women whose audience that they were targeting were primarily women who wanted to listen to men,
yeah,
right?
which
So
is
again,
still the biggest winners.
right? So they are feeding their target market.
Yeah, I see where you're coming
You know
from
what I
with it.
mean?
Yeah. Especially if their target audience is, it's like McDonald's, isn't it? They got a lot of stick for not bringing out the veggie burger or lots of different options for vegetarians, and it's like,
Yeah.
it was primarily, it was
A burger
only
joint.
a burger joint, and if you're not keen on that, then you go and find a vegetarian restaurant. No, I think
I don't
it's
know.
more of underrepresentation. I think it's
Okay.
more
Yeah.
it needs to be more representative of the world at large.
Mm-hmm.
Not having any figures in front of me as such as to how many of the world's population identify as queer, but I would imagine it's
10%.
slightly okay, so it's 10%. You got your
Roughly.
figures.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if 10% of Quinn Originals is a representation of, or to be fair, they should be doing more,
Yeah.
so say the 80-20 rule. I love the 80-20 rule.
Mm-hmm.
20%,
Yeah.
of the underrepresented, ethnicities, sexualities, genders,
Mm-hmm.
however, and I think it would be a much happier place. But once again, I think this all boils down to as well is visualization. If the underrepresented creators on Quinn are not promoted, people will look at Quinn and say they're not doing their best for representation of minorities, right?
Yep.
And I'm not sure that's correct. I think we fall again back to you. This is a business. This is marketing. They're going to market what brings in the $5-8 a month. But I do wholeheartedly believe that Quinn as an app and every app that's out there should be a representation of the world. So, if they've got their figures right, then that's fine. But, it doesn't feel like they have their figures quite correct, considering the last 8 to 10 originals have been all men.
All men.
You would say for your 80-20 rule that 2 of those 10 should have been women or people who identify as women. It should be along those lines, and I think that's what people are noticing.
Yep, you're right. It's the underrepresentation. I mean, you can pick a woman that will it still meet your business goals of attracting new subscribers? See, that's what's tricky though. It's like, there's going to be a lot of editing in this because I have to process out loud. That if they bring in new subscribers based off of having a female or someone who identifies as female original, then is it a bait and switch? Are you then bringing in subscribers to a platform that doesn't have a lot of the content you just teased them with?
But it depends what the female original is. The majority of the male originals have all been heterosexual audios. So there's no reason to not bring a heterosexual woman in it and have her having sex with a man, which still is out there on Quinn. As Alice told us when we interviewed her, that I looked at in a completely different way, is when you put yourself in as the woman in the story.
Yeah.
You are the you are the F.
Yes, okay.
The M is what you would normally be,
Right.
if it was a switch the other way around. So what's the harm in bringing in a female
Yep.
original
Yep.
and you put yourself in their position, and you see it from that side? I just think I'm not trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. What I'm just trying to say is you've had 10 men, let's get a woman in, please.
Yeah.
And that's coming from a heterosexual woman. Yes, I think Quinn need to have more representation, but not for representation's sakes. It needs to be somebody who is people want to listen to, and not just a token female.
Yes, and I'm trying to think of her name because there's someone who I would love.
Missy, your wife.
No. No, she would like this one too. I think we would both like this one. What is her name? Ruby Rose. Ruby Rose.
Oh, I would be all over that and down on it, is what I would do. Yeah. I saw so many videos on TikTok of people going, straight women going,
yep. Am I straight?
Am I?
Yeah.
Am I gay?
Yeah.
And it's like, no, what you are is opening your mind up to sexual desires that you can have by not labeling yourself being anything. Just go where the fucking desire is, go where the passion is, go where the pleasure.
Because then I think that, yes, you get a whole ton of new subscribers, but then creators like Sarah and Alice and Behold the Beauty and all of these amazing creators who are already on Quinn would get more plays, get more subscribers, because you're bringing in subscribers that would be interested in their work. Yeah. Please, Quinn, Ruby Rose. Please.
Yes, from the queer community and the straight community, please. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I mean, Quinn Originals are always a topic of big discussion, and I know it's frustrating, and really, because honestly, I'm gonna be real honest. Like, I haven't listened to most of them because the ones I have really have not been good. I am absolutely gonna listen to this one. Not only I don't know who the Sam guy is, but it's written by Holly June Smith.
Oh, yes, it is.
Which, in my opinion, is a fantastic writer.
Yeah.
Love her scripts. And I'm hearing fantastic stuff about this original. So I will give this one a go.
And he's Scottish.
And he's Scottish, I guess, is a popular thing for people.
Even for me, it's a hard language to understand. So I often need subtitles for some of my family who live in Scotland and my friends. I'm like, will you slow the fuck down? Jesus Christ.
Please.
If anybody remembers, if anybody's from the UK listening to this, of course you are. There was a TV show called Rab C. Nesbitt. Okay. It was a comedy show. Just Google it. Watch 30 seconds of it. It had to be had subtitles on it. Because nobody outside of Glasgow could understand it. It was horrendously shocking. But it was also a very popular comedy show. But yeah, I'm not sure that we would have Ramsey Nesbitt as an original Quinn. Thank you. We don't need him. But Hugh Laurie, definitely. And please get Andrew Scott back, because I think we need a part 3. But yes, I think it's controversial. I think there's a lot of conversations out there about the originals.
Yep.
I think they are good. I think people are absolutely valid in their concerns about their smaller communities.
Yeah.
Feeling like, Quinn's ours. Quinn's everybody's, and we have to let that go.
Well, and yes, I would absolutely love to see Quinn promote their current VAs more. But yeah, I mean, we all do it for them. So it's like, and we're all going to, I mean, look at whenever there's a drop day, the number of stories that people post about their favorites, which I think is great. Like, let's keep doing that. But yeah, Quinn, come on, you could bring back some fun stuff.
Get your brains together. We know you're clever people over there.
Yeah. Quinn. It doesn't have to be one or the other, right? Like, promote the originals and take care of your current subcontractors.
Yeah.
As well. Because as much as they are not employees of Quinn, we hear from the creators, it's very much a family of talent. So, interact more with each other.
Do your best by your creators, and then you'll do the best by your audience.
We'll be back to continue our little chinwag right after this month's installment of Peachin It Real with Peaches.
Peachin It Real, where every topic gets revealed. Pet peeves, hot takes, thoughts combined, opinions served up every time. Peachin It Real with peaches.
Thank you, Kazza, Jules, and Smudge, and welcome to Peachin It Real, a little segment where I talk about anything and everything, really. Doesn't just have to be audio erotica. It can be about what month we're in, and this month in particular, June, is one of my favourites. Not because we're all very hot and sweaty, and everyone knows how I love being hot and sweaty. It's because it's Pride Month. And it always reminds me of how far I've come in particular, and how far my friends have come, how far so many of us in the world have come, really, to look back and see how much we have changed, how much more accepting we are. And it's so sad to see people try and combat it, trying to combat something so positive and full of love. So this is the time when, whether or not you are part of the LGBTQIA plus community, any of the communities under this little glorious rainbow umbrella, or whether you're an ally, this is the time when we need to make sure that this positivity doesn't waver. There are so many things, so many people fighting against it for reasons that I will never fully understand. Prejudice, hate, misunderstanding of what pride is, of what it is to be queer, to be different, to be alternative to societal norms, so to speak. And hopefully it'll become a societal norm, but that's probably quite a way off. So more than anything, I just kind of wanted to use this little 5-minute ramble to remind people who perhaps have been a part of the community for a long time to keep fighting, with love, of course, for people who feel as though they can't help or support. Of course you can. You know, if you're straight and this is a new thing to you, if perhaps you've been brought here by audio erotica, you don't just have to look in on the sidelines and think, I'm not allowed to be a part of that community. Of course you are. That's what the whole Pride movement is about. It's about acceptance and equality and love and just cherishing people, you know? And yes, it's all around gender and sexuality. But more than anything, it's about supporting one another. That's the most important thing. Which leads me on to something that I have been contemplating over the last few weeks. Time in general, how we spend our time. And I know a lot of people spend their time supporting other people and not themselves. This is one of the most common requests, actually, that I get on Cameo, is people asking for support, asking to be seen, and I am guilty of it myself. It's such a natural thing to want to help other people when you are going through something. So if anyone's feeling that right now, stop, take a moment, ask for help. Especially during Pride Month, when we are spreading love, spreading happiness. Accept it. If someone asks if you're okay, tell them the truth. Don't just say, yeah, I'm fine. The amount of times that I have said, yes, I'm fine in the past, and I have been the furthest thing from it. We have to be honest with the people that want to help us. Otherwise, they won't know. we put on our mask when we're feeling a certain way. So let's make sure in this wonderful, joyous month that we reach out, we let people help us, and we help others in the process. And of course, in celebrating Pride Month, let's go and listen to some Pride audios. They're so much fun. I think you can agree. Right then. That's me. That's me for today. Sorry it got a bit deep there, but I just want to make sure that everyone is listening and understanding that it's okay to ask for help. Right then, I'm going to get out of this very sweaty booth and hand you back over to Kazza, Jules, and Smudge. Thank you.
You can find Peaches on Instagram and TikTok, OnlyFans, and as a voice actor on the Quinn app. He also has an active Discord and Patreon community. All the links can be found in our show notes.
Love that. That was a Quinn original ramble. Man.
It was, wasn't it?
How about us?
Oh my God.
We had a lot to say. I mean, I guess it's like, it is about like kind of how consuming this space can be in great ways and in not so great ways. Cause it's like we've always talked about, right? Like with the podcast, the number of hours and days we put into this podcast, it's like how to do this plus our full-time jobs, plus our family and friends, plus our lives. Like you really have to, like, I don't know about you, Smudgy, but when I first found this whole world and then found like the communities, I was like ridiculous how much time I spent in the communities talking with people, right? It was like, holy shit, like there's a whole community of people out there who don't judge. And you really like my life outside of there suffered. Like my wife had to come and have conversations like, are we going to spend any time together? Because I felt like I had to be in the communities all the time, or, you know, I would lose track of what was being said, or people would forget who I was, or I would disappear. It was a lot. Were you like that at the beginning?
Yeah, definitely. Oh, massively. I mean, I was a mod when I was a new mod. I was trying to learn everything and be a part of the community, this amazing community. People around me were exactly the same. They noticed.
Yeah.
You know, after about the first 6 months, I had family and friends say to me, look, Smudge, you know, we don't do anything anymore.
Yeah.
Or you're always on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
And it took that kind of intervention, really, for me to go, wow, that's all consuming.
Yeah.
Two things. It gives me more empathy now for other people who I see in the communities that they appear to be there 24/7.
24/7, yeah.
Think how something, you can't do that without letting something go.
Without something suffering.
You are suffering in your other worlds.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way you can do it. No way.
Nope.
So, yeah, very much all consuming. I would say as much positive as negative.
Yeah.
So it turned out to be. It was all positive to start off with.
Yeah.
It felt brilliant. It felt brilliant until I realised that I was awake at 4 a.m. because this was happening.
Yeah.
Or just quickly checking my notification. Oh, God, there's that. And then I'm on my phone for 4 hours.
Yeah. Oh, my God, yes.
Trying to make sure everybody's okay, or people like you.
Yeah.
Or it was very much all consuming. And it wasn't until I realised that parts of it were negative that I realised that parts of it were negative.
Yeah. Yep. That it's not all great. It's like, for me, it started with like seeing my life outside, my life offline suffer. And I was like, oh, maybe this isn't, but it's like anything else when it's new and exciting, and it's like you meet a whole bunch of new friends, even though they're virtual to start. It's exciting, and the novelty of it can be consuming. But then you just have to taper a little bit and be like, okay, you know what, I can still be part of this community and not be on there 24/7 and not, be the one who makes everyone laugh or be the one who does the funniest memes, or like back when I was early, I was the clip girl, right? Yeah, that was my whole identity of like, if there's a clip that is going to be said, I'm going to have it. And then, so then it became, I would spend hours offline out of the community, then pulling clips from lives.
Yeah.
So it's like it was my whole
Oh,
life. And I thought, God, no, I can't.
yeah.
That's why it's like, I'm kind of so glad that there's new people with the same kind of excitement I had back then. And now I just use their clips. Well, actually, it's more gifts now. People don't do clips. I do miss the clip.
No.
I still have my library. So
I miss the clips. I miss the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
But then again, I miss MySpace.
Yeah.
I think as well, back then, especially in at least the first 6 months, I'd see people saying, oh, I just need to step back. I'm just going to step back for a few weeks or whatever, a little while. And I'd be going, yeah, of course. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. And then in the back of my head, if I'm being brutally honest, of which I'm always honest, I was going, why? This is amazing.
Yeah.
Why would you step back from this? Oh my God, this is life. Not realising I was answering my own fucking question.
Yeah.
I was saying that this is everything.
Mm-hmm.
Not realising that was the exact answer. That was why that person was stepping away, because they'd come to the realisation that just because a community changes you for the better, whether it is finding a new thing that you liked or finally being heard or seen, it doesn't mean that you owe that space, the rest of you, as payback.
Yeah. And that those parts of you that you found as a result of the community are not going to then be lost again if you step away. Like you have found them now. You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube, right? So, but I know it can feel so fulfilling and so exciting that it's like I can't possibly step away. And the other thing I had when I heard people say they were going to step away, and I had the same reaction of you, was like, why? This place is great. I think eventually there was a part of me that didn't want to hear about people stepping back, because then it did make me look at myself. I should probably be doing that too. Am I spending too much time in here if other people are recognizing that they are? But I didn't want to face that because I just wanted to spend all my time there. So it's a tricky ride. And so, yeah, to your point, Smudge, I have a lot of empathy for people just discovering the communities and being in there a lot, being like, yeah, I get it. You know, where I worry as a mod now, where I worry more is when after 6 months or so, I don't see it starting to taper. Or it's 8 months in, or it's 9 months in, and they're still in there all the time. And I'm thinking, I mean, again, it's their choice, but it's just something that I keep an eye on now, just from a mod perspective, just to make sure that people are doing okay.
Yeah, I agree. I also think we don't know what's going on in somebody's home life or personal life. We don't know that these communities are not all they have.
Yeah.
So I still wouldn't judge. I wouldn't say that, you know, I still think that something in their lives is suffering. And if you're alone and you're in an online community all the time, you're not giving yourself that push to go out and meet people in the flesh. But then also these communities then, I think, realise that, and there's a lot of meeting people in the wild. There's a lot of these communities that go out and meet other people in the community. And that, unfortunately and very, very sadly, some of those people that you meet in the community and you meet in the lives, you meet in real life for the first time, they don't have a friend circle. They don't have people that they go out with or that they can rely on. That community is everything to them. Yeah. So then I think that the community can be seen as a best friend for people.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah.
You know?
And it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's great. But and I think there are people who might have stepped out of their comfort zone to meet people in real life and really challenge themselves to do it, and were better for it. So it's like, yeah, this community. I mean, just this past weekend, I was out with 3 other members of the community who I met through the community. We went bowling, we went to escape room, and it was like, it's so fun to meet the screen people in real life, because it's like, oh my God, you're just you, but just in 3D. Yes, taking some of these friendships offline has been amazing, and I see it all the time now in the communities, people planning little pocket meetups of like, oh my God, I live in that area too, we should get together, and people do it. It's so good to see.
Yeah, I think there's a difference between using a community to build those friendships and those community groups, that there's a two-way support network on it. Yeah. I think my worry is that people come into the communities and they try to be the bigger person,
The biggest personality.
Yeah, to be the person who, is the one who's so close to the knuckle, or the most feral, or the most, or the most obsessed with the creator, or something like that. They're using it for means that are not community minded.
Yes. They're filling a void. So it's kind of like how we joke about like men have a problem if women have sex toys. It's like it's not a replacement, it's an enhancement to the relationship. So these communities, hopefully in the healthiest sense, are an enhancement to your life.
Yes.
And not a replacement or an escape from it.
Yes.
Although it can be, like, believe me, like sometimes I just want to like zone out. I'm going to go online and just kind of like disassociate. It's fine. But yeah, if it's someplace that you go to for your only source of happiness, let's say, then that's kind of worth taking a look at. So if it's a replacement or an escape to an unhealthy level, then it's kind of worth looking at.
Yeah, so I think communities can be the most amazing thing. And I think going back to, again, the originals and new people coming on board to Quinn, it has direct impact into these communities.
Yeah.
It has direct impact in the volume of people that are coming in these communities. I've noticed it in the communities that I'm in.
Oh,
They've increased, and, often when they do the introductions, it used to be fun to say, oh, I came for Andrew Scott.
Yeah.
That used to be like perfectly normal and absolutely fine to say that. Now it feels like it's a bit of the wrong thing to say. I came for Ember and Ice because of Ember and Ice. And it doesn't feel as positive as it did.
Interesting.
Back when I used to introduce myself as Smudgy, I found Quinn because of Andrew Scott.
Yeah.
Where it was loud and proud. And now I think people are more wary about saying that they came for an original. Because
everyone's so loud about how they hate the originals and there's too many and they're focusing on the wrong people. So I didn't even think of that. Like, what is it like as someone who comes in from one of the originals? Are they then seen as the enemy because they came via a path that should have been reserved for the current VAs? See, that's where it gets so messy. It just gets
gets political, gets commercial, and it gets to the point where it removes all of the fun and the comfort and what the communities are there for. And I think everybody, if you should accept everybody in, however they found Quinn, however they found Audio Erotica. Nobody seems to be worried that they found Audio Erotica on Gone Wild Audio or Dipsy or Reddit or Magic Wave, but they're bothered that they found it through a Quinn original. Well, why is that?
Yeah, that's a good question.
It feels like there seems to be a lot more talk about the Quinn originals being not the way to enter into Audio Erotica, when it's like, fuck off, who are you to decide what my gateway into Audio Erotica is? If Quinn originals are my gateway drug into Quinn, then that's what I'm gonna go
that's a good
with.
thing. Yeah, so it's kind of like, don't hate the player, hate the game.
Yeah.
If you hate that the Quinn originals are promoted as much as they are, I get it. Like, I have to believe Quinn knows this, because it is so loud everywhere about how much people get mad when another original is announced, until it's someone they really like. Like this one is really, like, I hear even those who are usually squawking about how much they hate the originals going, well, but this one, so I'm like, oh, okay. so
it's bad until you don't think
you really like the person or
Yeah.
something. But it's a business model not everyone's going to agree with. But it's a business model that brought a lot of your really good friends to this space.
Yeah.
And
in the communities, don't be vocal or openly writing about how you don't want all these new people in your space. First off, it's not your space, it's a community space. It's an Audio Erotica community space for the most part. You do not own it. And these people that are coming in, they were you.
Yeah.
A year ago,
They
2
are you.
years ago, 3 years ago. They are you.
Yep.
So how would you feel if the first comment that you saw was, oh, I don't like all these new people coming to the space just because of the originals? Because I'm not being funny. If I'd have read a comment like that when I first found Quinn through Andrew Scott, I
Yeah.
wouldn't be in this community. I wouldn't be a mod. Wouldn't have met you. Wouldn't be on the podcast.
Yeah, it's true.
All you're doing is you're doing a disservice to these communities, is what you're doing.
Yeah, because if you're saying that you want the quote unquote in-house VAs to flourish, they flourish by more people joining their communities. So
Yes.
it's they're having the success you hope for, but it's going to mean less access for you.
Exactly. So if you found Clittersons, if you're out there, comment on whatever podcast platform that you're listening to this on, and comment and tell us who you came to Quinn for, and then who you stayed for, because it's different for everybody.
Yeah.
I came for Andrew Scott. I stayed for Orcus.
Yeah, maybe we put that up as a question on our story.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it was gonna be really interesting. Like, yeah, what did an original bring you here, and if so, who? And then what creators did you find as a result?
Yeah.
That would be really good to know. Oh, there's the market research that Quinn should be doing.
Exactly. Quinn, hello.
Quinn.
Your new marketing team at your service.
Right, Jesus.
But yeah, communities are everything.
Yeah.
And I think it's the communities that stay together that make people stay longer on Quinn as well. I do think there's a correlation between all these communities being built and Quinn's popularity. Because like you said, even if you looked at the 80-20 rule, 100 people come for a Quinn original, 20% will stay, 80% will go.
Yep.
Yeah, but those 20% stay. They build the communities. They stay. They start promoting. They do their fucking TikTok videos. They're, they have live listening parties. They buy the merch. They, they look out for people on the street who are wearing the pink headphones and see if there's Quinn written on the side.
Yeah. Yep.
It's something bigger than what I think Quinn think it is.
Yeah.
Quinn support and their people, subscribers and people in these communities are people that I think Quinn needs to take more notice of, and they need to listen to a bit more.
Yes. Yeah. Now that I will argue, like, tap into your market and learn about us, because I'm telling you, you think it's all like Gen Alpha? No, it's not at all.
Hell no. Jesus.
So yeah, I mean, talk to your audience more.
Why wouldn't you? I mean, they have, what do they have, like these, can't remember what they call them, where they get a group of people and they go into a fucking room and taste the newest cereal. Focus groups, right?
Yeah.
They have it for fucking cereal.
Yeah.
Do Quinn have a focus group for their next Quinn original, or fucking what the next types of audios are? Whatever, Yeah. Surely they're looking at the cross-section of their subscribers and their fan base.
Yeah, but again, the originals are not for subscribers. They're to attract new subscribers. So... But yeah, I mean, it's
about why they stay. Get a focus group.
Focus group about why you stay.
Subscribers. Ask 100 Quinn subscribers who have been there for have subscribed for more than a year, and ask them why they stayed.
Yeah. Yeah, what keeps you coming back?
Yeah,
that's and I know they probably get that data from the play counts, from the subscriber counts. I get that, but nothing beats talking to your audience.
No.
A little survey you could put out. That's it. Google Form survey, really easy. Like, it's a whole different kind of market research. Even though we're all so vocal, we're all out there on social media, it's still different to have pointed questions asked to your community to help you continue to grow this. Because it's going to have to evolve in some way, shape, or form. So talk to us.
Not necessarily us specifically. We're very busy. We're very busy.
We're very busy people.
But just listen. Just listen out.
Just listen. I think we've rambled.
I think we have, and that's been, well, we're going to edit this down to not the 4-hour conversation that we've just had.
Yeah, no. Nope.
It's been lovely, actually.
Yeah.
I miss Jules. Jules, we miss you.
We miss you, Jules. I know. We'll absolutely be doing more of these chit chats because we've been lacking them. And,
absolutely.
And we do hear from Clitterson saying we miss some of the times when it's just you guys yapping, and because we feel like we're sitting around yapping with you. So we will yap again when Jules is well.
We will. We will continue to yap to our heart's content and as much as you'll listen to us.
So thanks, Glittercins, for listening to our yap session. Me and Smudgy. We miss you, Jules. We hope you liked it, and we really are curious to hear your thoughts on some of the stuff, on all the stuff we talked about. So comment on Spotify, comment on our website. You can leave us a voicemail. You can email us at QuinnCastPodcast@gmail.com. All the things. Get in touch. Let us know what you think. We'd love to know. So we will be back again soon for a Hit the Spotlight coming up soon. But for now, this has been Kazza. Your voice matters.
And this has been Smudge. Keep wanking.